What's up, guys? Rob from Legit Valentines Gaming here, and don't be that guy. All right, that's gonna be the theme of today's commentary, and I'm just gonna be playing some Verrukt, which is actually my favorite map, but probably everyone else's least favorite map. So you know, go figure. But don't be that guy. And the context of this whole thing is Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is coming up. It is Tuesday, February 14th. And you might be thinking, well, what guy are you talking about? Or for Valentine's Day, are you talking about, the guy that goes out and gets his girlfriend the 20-foot giant teddy bear? No, not him. Okay, Rob, but what about the guy that, makes a big deal about buying his girlfriend chocolates? Or, I say girlfriend, but that's just because it's from my point of view as a straight male. You can twist this to whatever you want if you're a girl. Imagine I'm saying the girl that buys her boyfriend X, whatever, right? Or if you're, however you swing, whatever, right? Whatever you want to imagine this context being. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the guy that you're inevitably going to see post some stupid shit on social media of something along the lines of, oh, Valentine's Day is just, a business construct made by businesses to get people to spend money. You should love your significant other every day of the week or every day of the year, whatever. And it's just like, don't be that fucking guy. And I'm going to explain to you why you shouldn't be that guy. Basically, or another great one is, people that like to make quote unquote edgy Valentine's Day jokes like, oh, February 14th is not Valentine's Day, it's Singles Awareness Day, blah blah blah, and it irritates me because basically what you're trying to do here is you're trying to make this about you, you know. Typically, you see this from single people, generally more often than not you see this from dudes and chicks that are single on Valentine's Day because if they had a significant other, all of a sudden it's the greatest holiday ever, but you know, that's not always the case. But again, I'm speaking in very broad, I'm painting in broad strokes here intentionally. So don't be like, this guy no idea what he's talking about, you know. But, you know, and I'm in the same boat here. My last relationship ended in a month, and I haven't really had a serious relationship since August of 2015. So there you go. There's that. I've been single for the last two Valentine's Days, so I'm in the same boat as you. So I'm not the king calling the peasants poor, I think a lot of it kind of stems from people being, jealous or upset that they might be single on Valentine's Day or something like that. But my point is, you know, don't try and make this about you. Don't be that guy that rains on, everyone else's fun, you know. And I get it, like, you know, in your own frame of mind, you might be like, well, this is, oh, that, why does he have to go out and buy his girlfriend that, 200-foot giant friggin' teddy bear? What's the point? X, Y, and Z. But, you know, why would you go out of, you're going out of your way, essentially, to bring down other people when this is something that they might find is fun and something that, makes them happy. And that whole you should love your significant other every day of the year thing is just the most asinine argument on the planet. Because nobody, I'm telling you right now, it might blow your mind, but nobody is in a relationship where they only show affection for their significant other one day out of 365 days a year. And if you're in that relationship, then you shouldn't be because it's just horribly unhealthy, So it just, you know, you're going out of your way to bring the focus back, especially the stupid and Singles Awareness Day jokes. You're trying to detract from essentially a holiday that's meant for people with significant others to show, appreciation, more so than they already do on a normal everyday basis. Because, again, newsflash is almost nobody unless you're just independently wealthy that's buying $50 worth of chocolate every single day for their significant other. you know? And, if this is something that some people really enjoy the holiday of Valentine's Day because, again, it's a day to show more appreciation than they already do on a normal everyday basis. So, when you go out of your way to post something stupid on social media like that, essentially what you're doing is you're walking up to a couple that is perfectly happy, partaking in the holiday, and you're just walking up and you're pointing your finger at them and you're making them feel bad. And I think a lot of this stems from people that are upset that they're single or jealous of other people's relationships. And I'll tell you what, if that's why you people, the people that do this feel the need to do this is stemming from some sort of jealousy aspect or something along those lines, there's a great solution which is just called go out of your way to go and talk to people. You know, sign up for a dating app. Go out of your way to make conversation with people you normally wouldn't. Make your intentions known if you have a particular person you think you like. You know, there's a very easy solution to that. And to the people that are, always complain about, public displays of affection or something like that on Valentine's Day, I'm not really sure if you're aware of how eyes work and how legs work, but the easiest solution if you don't want to see public displays of affection on Valentine's Day is to not go out. Or if you have to, I know, again, there's three easy solutions when you own a pair of eyes and a pair of legs. The easiest solutions being, one, look away. You have the ability to do that. There's a reason your eyes can move independent of your skull. You can look away. Two, you can close your eyes. Then you won't see anything. Or three, you can also use your legs as a bipedal human being and walk away. Don't go out of your way to make other people feel bad because all of a sudden you got an issue with it, And it's just kind of ridiculous because essentially what this comes down to is you're detracting from somebody else's happiness intentionally. You might make the argument, well, if they're bothered by, my stupid social media posts, then they can also just look away. And you know what? That's kind of true. But at the same time, why are you even making that in the first place then if your overall goal is to not bother anybody? If your end goal in making that social media post is to not bother people, congratulations, you've already failed. Because you went out of your way to make some stupid social media post. Yeah, Valentine's a stupid holiday. Like, yeah, we get it. But you know what? Some people really enjoy it. Are you going to go to a wedding and the first thing you do when you go to that wedding, are you going to run up to the pastor when he says, does anybody object? Are you going to say, well, I object because you should, why did you have to go out and pick a day to prove that you love this person? You should love them every day of the year. I assume you're not going to do that because if you did, you're a hopeless human being. But it just, why would you go out of your way to detract from something that somebody else is having fun doing? If it makes them happy and nobody's getting hurt in the process, then what the hell do you care, If their Valentine's Day plan is to go start a demolition derby on the expressway with a Ford truck, then, maybe they shouldn't do that because they're hurting other people in the process of doing that. But if their Valentine's Day plan is just to hang out at home, and he gets her some chocolates or whatever, and maybe that giant teddy bear that she's walking around with on campus or in school or whatever, and that bothers you, guess what? It's not hurting you in the process, so are you going to go out of your way to make them feel bad for it? Because if you do, then you're probably a terrible human being. I'm just going to throw that out there. And it's just, it irritates me, and I get it. You know what? And some couples, and this applies to people in a relationship too. If you, as a couple, don't feel like Valentine's Day is very important, you think it's a dumb holiday, you both mutually agree to not take part in it, then that's fine. I all the more respect to that. You guys got to do what you got to do. But by the same token, even if you think it's a stupid holiday, as a couple, don't go out of your way to make other couples feel bad because they're taking part in it. Then you're just as bad as the jealous people that are single and pissed off about it. You know, if an artist paints a picture for his girlfriend, would you roll up to the artist and be like, well, why, oh, you spent all that time and money just to prove to her that you love her when you should be telling her that every day anyway? I mean, I'm assuming you're not gonna do that. So why would you go out of your way to try and bring somebody down because they're making somebody else happy, you know? And even if you're saying, oh, that's not, my goal wasn't to bring somebody down, my goal was just to make a post because I think it's a stupid holiday. Clearly that is your goal, to bring somebody down, because if that wasn't, then you wouldn't have made that knowledge public. If you yourself on an individual level think that Valentine's Day is stupid, or that it's a dumb holiday and people shouldn't partake in it, it's just a money grabbing scheme or whatever, then that's fine. But as soon as you make that information public, clearly at that point your goal is to let other people know that's how you feel, and in response to that they might feel a little irritated or a little upset. It's just how people work. It might be dumb, it might be stupid, people shouldn't really care what other people think, most of the time, but sometimes people do, and it's just something that's so stupid to me, like, don't shit in somebody's cereal because you had pancakes for breakfast. You just the kind of stuff that you shouldn't do, but people do it anyway. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is just don't be that fucking guy. If somebody's having a good time this Valentine's Day, if you see somebody with a giant stuffed teddy bear, and in the back of your mind you're thinking, wow, that's so, oh gosh, in the back of your mind you're just like, wow, that's so stupid, so unnecessary, why would you do that, X, Y, Z, whatever. Do everyone a favor and just keep it to yourself, alright? Because in the end of the day, all you're doing by making that dumb post or that stupid quote-unquote edgy joke about Valentine's Day and X, Y, Z, all you're doing is you're just making yourself look like an idiot, and you're just dragging other people down to your own level for no reason, I don't know. It kind of irritates me, like, it blows my mind that other people's happiness has become something of scorn for somebody, you know? It's why is it that something that makes other people happy, that's not hurting anyone, why is that something to be laughed at? Why is that something to be made fun of? Why is that something for you to go out of your way to bring them down because of? It doesn't make any sense, Like, why would you do that? Just logically speaking, what do you have to gain by being a dick? You stand to gain nothing. Oh, so what? They don't celebrate, Valentine's Day next year, and they're just as miserable as you? Congratulations, you made the world a worse place. It's not really something to be proud of. And it's something that I find has just become, more and more prevalent as of late. Just especially with, mostly with kids around my age. For whatever reason, it's just a thing that they do now, and I don't get it. If you're sad about, like I said earlier, if you're sad about being single, don't go out and make other people feel worse about that. Do something about it. Nut up. Go get on a dating website. Go out and meet new people. Go out of your way to say hi. Just do something about it instead of just making everyone else feel worse around you. Because I've been in relationships where my girlfriend at the time thought that Valentine's Day was something that was really cute, and she really wanted to take part in it, and we exchanged gifts, the normal kind of thing. Also been in relationships where my girlfriend didn't really care for Valentine's Day, so she just was like, I don't want to do anything. If I would rather just kind of hang out and, I don't know, see a movie or something. And I've been cool with that too. I've been on both sides of the equation. Whoops. It's 8:07, by the way. I've been on both ends of the spectrum, and I don't see a reason to scorn somebody one way or the other. And it goes the other way too. If your friend is in a relationship and he and his girlfriend both decide that they don't want to do anything for Valentine's Day, don't go out of your way to be like, wow, what are you, fucking loser? Like, no, maybe they just don't want to do anything, you know? Just let people do what they want to do with Valentine's Day and just don't be a dick about it, I guess. Oh, okay. Is basically what I'm trying to get at. It just, I don't know why it bugs me so much. I guess it's not even the Valentine's Day part of it that bugs me so much. What bugs me about it is the premise behind it, that other people aren't happy, so they need to drag you down to be with them. Like, it's like nobody can just be happy for each other anymore, Oh, someone's always got to be doing something to make other people feel like shit. And it's like, is this really where you want to be? Is this where the kind of person, just a bastion of negativity? Because, believe me, there's enough of those kind of people out there. And I don't really mind people that, are super cheesy on Valentine's Day, and I don't mind people that don't do anything for Valentine's Day. I also don't mind people that, some people, another thing, for whatever stupid reason, they see other people posting on social media about their Valentine's Day, and they're like, well, why do they have to post about their Valentine's Day? Why can't they just have their Valentine's Day and not post about it? Why they gotta make it public? Maybe that's the kind of relationship they have. Maybe they like doing that. Maybe they're just super proud of, you know, being with this person and super happy, and they just wanted to share their happiness with everyone else. But instead, you interpreted that as they want to boast. So instead of you sharing your happiness with everyone else like they tried to do, you sought to bring them down, and you shared your negativity with everyone else. You see, it just doesn't make any sense. And in your heart of hearts, if you really honestly feel like Valentine's Day is a stupid holiday where it's just made for companies to make money, and you really think it's dumb, and you're super, settled on that for whatever reason, if that's what's in your heart of hearts, then that's fine. You can feel that way. But don't rain on somebody else's parade just because you didn't plan one, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's really all I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this game. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want to see more commentaries, let me know. And hey, if you have a significant other this Valentine's Day, I really hope that you guys are happy together, and I hope that you guys can continue to find happiness, and don't let the idiots get you down, because, again, I'm going to leave off the commentary with this. Don't rain on somebody else's parade just because you didn't plan one.